A very good evening to everyone. Welcome to Detox. I'm Neha, Ambassador of Change for GETI, and I am very honored to have amongst us Dr. Smita Ghosh, who is an educator and trainer, and has been doing so for more than 8 years, as she mentioned, as a trainer and educator. And she is based in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. And today we'll be talking about fluctuations of the mind, that is, understanding it and various techniques that she will delve into it today for our teachers specifically. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll add your
Yeah,
presentation 1 second. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. You can take us through it now.
okay. So, before we start the evening, there is a small request I would like to make. Can you please close your eyes and breathe? Yes, we need to do a small exercise, a breathing exercise. So, just close your eyes and breathe in deeply. And as you inhale, place your attention on the crown of your head. That's the top part of your head. And as you exhale, center your attention on your navel. Keep breathing in and out as you switch your attention from your crown to your navel. One more time. And as you breathe in and breathe out, feel relaxed. Remove all the thoughts, remove all the perceptions, remove everything that you might be having regarding the topic, regarding what we are going to hear or what we are going to learn. So, with that, a very good evening to all of you. I'm Dr. Smita Ghosh, founder director of Me Mirac, and by profession, I'm a counseling psychologist, happiness navigator, and trainer. Today's topic, fluctuation of mind and understanding. What is mind? Definitely the most complicated, the most curious thing God has created is mind. So let's understand what is this mind, why there is so much of confusions, or why it is called fluctuation of mind. To begin with, the most important question, the difference between brain and mind. I'm 100% sure everybody knows about it. Brain is here, right here. But can you see your mind? The answer might be no. We can't see mind. Mind cannot be seen. Mind is everywhere. It's an energy. But the most important part for any human being is your mind. So here we are with our mind. The second thing, the different types of mind you might have heard about, you might have, if you're a psychology student or if you have an educator, everybody knows about this, the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the unconscious mind, and how powerful they are, and how we are not even using, let's say, even 20% of the mind power. And there are so many lectures, so many sessions which talks about mind power and everything. But the question still lies. What is the actual meaning, the simple meaning? How this mind or the types or the different parts of mind works? The three idiot style, the simple meaning, which I think everybody will be able to understand, not from the technical aspect, but from a simple aspect, which can also be taught to children, because definitely we all are here for them as well. So to begin with, conscious mind is only 10% of your mind. That is, whatever happens around you is first enters your conscious mind, right? After that, it slowly enters your subconscious and the unconscious. It is said your conscious mind is the permanent, it's the temporary mind. That is, whatever is stored is only for some time. It is temporary memory. And the things which are stored in your unconscious mind are permanent. You can remember everything thing. Yes, everything that is stored in your unconscious mind, right? So how it gets transferred or how it works in a normal term, I will just give you example. Everybody might be making or might have seen people making tea. Yes, a simple tea. So what do? They boil the tea, they make the tea, then there is a filter, and you pour the tea in that through the filter, and your tea comes up in the cup, right? And what happens to those tea leaves which are in the filter? Imagine you don't throw those leaves away. You keep on using the same filter to get your tea. After maybe 3 to 4 times, what will happen? The filter will be clogged. You will not be able to get any tea. Initially, it will be just few drops, and slowly, nothing will enter that cup. That cup is your unconscious mind. And the filter, which is there in between your conscious and unconscious mind, that filters in all the thoughts or everything that needs to be stored in the your permanent memory or in your permanent mind. So all those thoughts which gets gathered in that filter is thrown out of your body, right? Because everything cannot be stored. It takes some time. It takes maybe a day or a night's sleep to get every thoughts which is there in that filter to your unconscious mind. And the extra, it is thrown out of your body through different thoughts or through dreams, which are called the venting out dreams. So every thoughts which remains, those tea leaves, remember, you throw it in your dustbin, the same thing. Those remaining thoughts, they are thrown out through our dreams. So this is a simple explanation about how our mind works. A very simple thing to understand or which can be understood by anyone. Now, moving further, what is this fluctuation of mind? Definitely, we don't have those switches. We don't have those wires. It will fluctuate. That energy will be low. But actually, it does. Even though there is no specific space or place for your mind, mind is everywhere. It's an energy, right? So, what is this fluctuation of mind? Again, fluctuation of mind is nothing but the inner voice which comes in your mind. Have you ever thought about there is something always, or in pictures you have seen those white and the black people who come out and they ask you or they tell you to do this or don't do this, something of that sort? That is the inner voice, which is 24 by 7 with us. Self talk, definitely yes. So, what is this self talk? I'm good for nothing. Why it happens with me only? So these are the self-talk which keeps on happening again continuously. And the main fluctuation of mind and monkey mind. Do you find any connection? What is this monkey mind? As it is said, monkey mind is your inner critic. But why monkey? What do you understand by monkey mind? Just think about it. Maybe for a few seconds, just think. What do you mean by this monkey mind? So let's take us to this, the famous Gandhiji's three wise monkeys. Everybody knows about it. Everybody has seen this. Everybody knows ki don't see evil, don't listen to evil, and don't speak evil. The Gandhiji's three wise monkeys. But how many of you know the history behind these monkeys? If you could just write it in the comment box. How many of you know the history behind this without trying it in the Google? Yes, don't try the answers in the Google. Ask yourself, was that Gandhiji who introduced three wise monkeys, or there is something more to it? The origin of three wise monkeys are hidden in our ancient times. Yes, 10th century or maybe even more. It is seen in the origin writings of Taoism or the Japanese Shintoism. It is seen there. It is seen in many sculptures. Look at the picture here. If you will see, these are those three monkeys. The three wise monkeys which you are able to see. This is a very old picture, right? So three monkeys is not a new concept. It is a very old concept. The three wise monkeys that we know as Gandhiji's three monkeys. But have you ever thought why monkeys and not any other animals or any other symbol for that matter? Why monkeys? What is the connection between the three wise monkeys? Why monkeys was decided or thought about? Again, a thing to be thought. Think about it. What do you feel? Why the monkeys were used, or why monkeys and not any other animal for that matter? The answer is the idea of the monkey. It comes from the concept or the metaphor monkey mind, which comes from Buddhism. The term, it has been adopted by many yogis to describe the mind, which jumps from one thought to another. We all know that. Our thoughts, it can go anywhere. It can jump like that, those monkeys. And that's the reason monkeys were used, or they are the symbolized for monkey mind, a concept which was introduced by Gautam Buddha, right? So he gave the idea of monkey mind, a term used to describe a mind that jumps from thoughts to thoughts, as a monkey jumps from tree to tree. So the three wise monkeys, it refers to the monkey mind, a metaphor, definitely a metaphor, which reflects the restless nature of the mind. Our mind is very restless. It is always thinking about something or the other, jumping from one thought or one thought process to another. So, in short, as we all know, do not see evil, do not speak evil, or do not listen evil. Now, let's change the perspective. We, or all of us, we are aware as humans, it's a tendency. We don't like accepting our own faults. I have not done this. He is responsible. She is responsible for the same. You will see the same thing happening in class the moment a teacher asks, who has done this? And the answer is, ma'am, I have not done. They were doing it. They were doing mischief. I have not done. Same thing, same scenario at home. The children have done some mischief. The mother asks, who has done this? Again, the answer, I have not done. She has done. Didi has done. Bhaiya has done. But I am innocent. I have not done. The same way, the real meaning of these three monkeys might have changed over the time with our nature. Let's change the perspective. Let's change the way we look at these three monkeys and try to put the thoughts of these three monkeys to our own mind. That is, don't see or imagine evil things in your mind about your own self. Do not listen to negative self talk again in your mind about your own self. Do not speak negative about your own self in your mind, or think before you sleep, think before you speak. So this might be the real meaning of these three wise monkeys, which, like our nature, we have very easily put on the others. So let's not talk negative about our own self. Let's not hear anything bad about our own self, or don't imagine anything bad about your own self. So this is about the monkey mind. And now you know the connection, how this fluctuation of mind affects so much, how it affects your mind, how it might affect your thought process. This is a simple example. Why it has to happen with me? Why me always? I wish I could change that. I'm really happy. What's next? Oh my god, every time it happens to me, I am so unlucky. I am good for nothing. So many negative thoughts which keeps on happening in our mind, and it distorts our perception about things. So how it happens? If you are some of each one of our might have got this common voices in your mind. I'm stupid. I'm unattractive. I'm not like other people. I'm a total failure. I never get anything right. Nothing good happens to me. No one loves me. I'm so fat. I'm a loser. I can never get anything right in my life. I don't have any friends. They don't talk to me. They don't trust me. I will never achieve anything in life, and many more. So these are the common voice, common negative self-talk, which happens in your mind, which is might be happening in your mind right now. That is the fluctuation of mind which happens. This kind of self-talk, the negative self-talk, can distort your perception about things and about your own self. Let's one more thinking thought. Any idea how many thoughts you might be having every day? We saw that our mind is full of thoughts, one thought after the other keeps happening, right? So, on average, how many thoughts you might be getting every day? A rough idea, a rough estimate, a rough number. Just think about it. You can just write it down on any piece of paper. What do you feel? How many thoughts you might be getting every day? Again, don't use Google University. Try to think it yourself. Okay, as per the research which keeps on happening, which keeps on changing, initially it was researched a few years back. They used to think that a person might be getting around 50,000 thoughts. And now, recent research was there in 2020, which said every human being might be getting, on an average, 6,000 to 7,000 thoughts every day. That's huge. Now, do you really think those 6,000 thoughts might be getting chance in your permanent memory? Do you really think it is possible to get those thoughts stored as a permanent memory? No, because out of this 6,000 and 7,000, it is said 75% are negative thoughts. If lesser, it can be around 65 to 70. Those are negative thoughts. I will just give you one simple example. Neha, if I can ask you this question, you can
Yes.
just count the number of thoughts that I am, you just need to count. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
just
Okay.
take an example of a school student. A teacher enters the class and teacher said, you are very mischievous, you are good for nothing, you have not done this. Okay, this was the statement by a
Okay.
teacher to a student. Now
Okay.
you will, whatever statement I'm saying, keep on counting. This is
Okay.
happening in the student's mind, in that child's mind. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
god, teacher has scolded me in front of everyone. Now they are going to make fun of me every time. What they will think about me? They will go and inform other classes also. Those children will laugh in the bus also. Oh my God, even he was there. He will go and tell my parents. Oh my God, my parents are going to get so angry with me. Definitely, they are not going to allow me to play today. Definitely, they will take away my phone. Oh God, teacher will go and tell in class, staff room also. All the teachers will think that I am good for nothing. This is just a normal example I'm giving. How many thoughts, Neha? How many things you
12,
have counted?
12, ma'am. 12. 12.
This 12 thoughts, these 12 thoughts are negative thoughts,
Yes, ma'am.
which is created in that child's mind with a simple one statement made by that educator or the adult. The same thing happens when you shout at a child or tell any negative thing or a negative statement to anyone. This kind
Absolutely.
of thoughts start happening in your mind. Those are 12 negative thoughts. And this is not the end. I stopped, but this will go on. And
This
what
goes
is the
on.
result? By the time the teacher is going to be, after shouting, she is back to teaching. Will that child be able to concentrate in what she is teaching?
No, ma'am.
No. Then what will happen? Again, one more negative thought in that child. Oh God, I can't understand anything. What will happen? How will I clear my exams? And it goes on. So, for a child, every single thing that you tell, remember how many extra thoughts we are giving him or her. How can we stop that? Because at the end, he is not going to learn anything. His thoughts will keep on wandering. He will keep on jumping from that one negative thought to another. There is no stopping him. And the lesson will be far, far behind for that child. So, a complete loss. So, when we talk to anyone, whether it is an adult, whether it is a child, be very careful about what you are saying. Everybody are not something they will ignore, okay, fine, if they are saying it's okay. Very few are like that. Whether you accept it or you don't accept it, the thoughts work like this, and the negative thoughts will go on and go on till there is some shock or something sudden thing. Teacher says, okay, the class is over, and the thought will be stopped. Otherwise, it will continue till the end. So what happens? Who are those thieves? We have seen the one thing, the negative thing that we talk about, right? Now there are few thieves of our peace of mind, which gives the negative thoughts, which gives those negative self-talk in our mind. So who are those thieves? Apart from the comments or the statement or the tag that we give every day to our children, to our colleagues maybe, or to children in or the school students that we teach. So how to stop? You need to understand them first. The children are facing the hustle culture, the rise and grain, slab debt, and why me, everything is there. Let me explain all these things with a simple example again. Imagine a child, he gets up in the morning, getting ready for the school, having those 7-8 periods in a day, coming back and going back again for different tuitions or activities or something or the other till the end, again coming back home, completing his homework, again trying to complete his work, and again the complaint from the parents, you're not studying enough, you're not practicing, right? Late nights, because throughout the day he is just running. He is just running, and there is no time to sleep or rest. So the sleep depth is increasing. Today the child has slept for 5 hours, so 2 hours depth is created, and it keeps on increasing, and that affects the mind. Definitely the last part I'll come later because that is applicable to everyone, just not to students. Second, as I told about the parts of conscious and unconscious mind and how it is stored. One more thing, when I was talking about the thought process, the negative, how the things get stored for a child in this grinding, class to class, they are running after another. The teacher is running to complete the syllabus. Now, again, imagine a scenario. Just take one chapter, which is air. Now, air concept is there in geography as well as in chemistry. Okay. Now, the first period is chemistry. Okay. Followed by geography. Now, in both the classes, air chapter is going on. Chemistry teacher comes in, please start open your books, we are already late and I need to finish my syllabus, and she starts talking about air from the chemistry perceptives. She's teaching all the concepts, everything. The child is learning, child is trying to get it in her unconscious mind, trying to recollect. The period is over, geography teacher walks in, again she is in a hurry. Please close all your books, open your geography books, open this page, and we are going to do air. I need to finish it today only. She also starts with the concept of air now from the geography perspective. Now, one more simple thing I would like to add is the things which get stored in your unconscious mind is, in simple terms, in form of different CDs. Okay. Now imagine chemistry. The chemistry CD is out. All the concepts of air which is taught, it is getting stored in that CD. Very next moment, the geography teacher comes in. The chemistry CD is not exit, or it is not removed. It is still on. The geography, the child has not got the time to take out the geography CD. And the recording has started. The geography concept has started, but it is everything is getting stored in the chemistry one. Now the exam time. Geography paper. There is a question on air. The child thinks, yaar, I know this question. I have studied. I remember that I have studied, but I can't remember the answer. Why? Definitely the child is not going to remove his chemistry CD for the exam. And that chapter, that part is not stored in geography. So how will he remember? We are not giving them time to close something. It takes few seconds. And I have just taught you that one technique at the start of the session. Breathing technique. A simple breathing. What happens is when you do a deep breathing, I'm not talking about the half or the breathing that we do every day, which is in a hurry, but a complete breathing, which is from till your navel area. You will see, practice this deep breathing every day, and you will see the thoughts are moving away. The mind is getting clear. How did you feel when you started the session with that activity? How was your feeling? You were feeling fresh? Everybody might have come after a long day at office, or they might be doing some other work. So those few seconds after doing that activity, how did you feel? Refreshed? Good? The same thing if we practice in our day-to-day life, between classes, the storing or the working of mind will be peaceful. The child will be able to grasp the concept and will be able to save those concepts in the right place. There won't be confusions happening during the exam. Okay, I have done this, but I don't remember. This happens to us also. This keeps on happening to us when we are in a hurry and we don't store things properly, right? Even to a homemaker, by mistake, you have put the sugar in some other box and you are clueless, right? So it's the same thing. If you're going to store something in a wrong place, your mind will start to fluctuate. It will not know how to take that out. So again, peace of mind, because what will happen the moment you will not remember? Oh my god, what will happen? I'm definitely going to fail this exam. Oh god, what will happen? I don't remember anything. I will be thrown out of this school. Again, a huge line of negative thoughts which will come, right? So we need to learn to stop that. Why me? It's not why me. You need to work better and take out those negative questions from your life. It's not why me. It's okay. Let us face that. You need to change each and every negative talk to positive. And the last one, how many of you have heard about this? And this is very prominent nowadays. Revenge bedtime procrastination, which is a part, or every adult today are doing this. I had a tough day. I worked the whole day for the company. I worked the whole day for the house. I didn't get any me time. So now I'm going to use this mobile and sacrifice my sleep. This is my time. And what is my time? Watching Netflix and sacrificing sleep. Messaging on Instagram and missing your sleep in the name of me time. But sorry, that's not the me time. Me time can be close your eyes, breathe, and talk to yourself. Positive talk. See how your day was. What did you learn from that day? Feel relaxed as you breathe in and breathe out. No need to even think. A simple technique of breathing in and breathe out, which we all know, but we don't practice. In the last, again, this is a huge topic, never ending, but definitely few techniques, practical tips which I want to give. Fluctuation of mind is of today's reality. Everybody is thinking, overthinking, and after COVID, definitely everybody is thinking a lot. But all those thoughts are negative. Each negative thought that we are having in our mind, we are creating a huge negative energy around us. That is not good for our own health, and definitely not good for the people who are around us. So stop your inner talk. And how do we do that? Again, simple, something that you can remember. That's the reason I have made it into like Apple technique. Easy to remember also, because half of the times वही problem होती है ना कि how will we remember. So the first technique, breathing, everybody knows. Do it correctly and half of your negative thoughts will be controlled. Second technique, Apple technique. Acknowledge. Since our birth or in school, we are never taught, or emotions are never taught properly. We know only few emotions, whether you are happy, you're sad, you're angry, or you're disgusted. What about the other feelings? For example, do you even acknowledge the real feelings? Happiness also, there are two parts. I got a prize, I'm happy. The other person lost a match, then also you are happy. I failed the examination, I'm happy. The other child failed examination, other child got first, then also I'm sad. So everything has got two parts. So what you will call, even that is sadness or that is happiness? No, there are different names. We don't even know other true feelings that we might be having, either it is happiness or sadness. Acknowledge the feeling that you have in your mind, whether it is jealousy, whether it is anger, whatever that it is. Even if it is negative, emotions are emotions, accept that. Here we are not asking you to behave or act in a way that will be harmful to others, but learn to accept the actual feeling which is happening in your mind. Then the most important, we don't pause. We immediately react. Something happened and there is a strong reaction, which also is called mob psychology or the community, those kind of psychology. And we have seen so much in those COVID times. Something went wrong and then we all reacted negatively. Yes, they are like this only, they are like this only, and so many a range of negative thoughts for everything. We don't pause. We don't stop before we speaking. Always remember, our words are like those arrows. Once it is out, it is out. You can't stop it. So, learn the art of pause. Pull back. You need to tell yourself strongly. Don't believe everything that is happening in your mind. Remember, they are not the reality. मेरे साथ तो कभी अच्छा हो ही नहीं सकता. This is not a reality. This is just a negative statement which you are making in your mind. The next moment something miracle might happen. And then what will you say? So don't believe everything that you're thinking in your mind that is going to be reality. Don't keep on repeating that. So pull yourself, tell yourself strongly, don't believe, right? Let go. We hold on to everything in our life, especially the negative feelings, especially the negative things that we hear from others about ourselves. Like the thing is there in our tradition, Atiti Devo Bhava. Don't apply that thought or principle when your thoughts are concerned. Imagine, just like the breathing technique that we have done, let go of those thoughts. Let go of those thoughts floating away in a bubble or in a cloud. Let go of those negative thoughts from your body. Imagine that you're closing your eyes, just do deep breathing, and any thought that is disturbing you, imagine that it is going away in the cloud from your mind, and see the actual miracle happening. Last, explore. Main, feel the present moment. As you have seen the thought process, the child ka jo example we have seen, what was happening? He was thinking about the future. Teacher has shouted, so teacher might go to staff room and she will do this. The children will going to laugh at me. They will go and inform my parents. So everything was happening in the future, right? So stop, explore, and be at the present time. It is something like that ice cream. Just imagine, ek ice cream liya, last time you had ice cream and you might have got cold. So what you are going to do? Hold the ice cream and say, "Arey yaar, last time मैंने खाया था मुझे सर्दी हो गई." So if you are going to think that, the ice cream is going to melt. Or if you are going to think holding that ice cream, ki what if I get cold? What if I get pneumonia? Then also the ice cream is going to melt. So what we do? Eat that ice cream, be at the present moment, and enjoy that ice cream. The similar way, don't let your thoughts take you to the future or to the past. Be at the present moment, explore and feel that present moment, and feel your breath. So for everything, your breathing or deep breathing is the solution. Try it to believe it. The third tip, again, tips. You know how to switch off. If somebody is irritating, we block that person in our mobile, right? If we don't want something, we switch off the lights. But how do we turn off the inner voice which is happening? If somebody is talking in front of us, they are talking, we say, "Yeah, please stop it. I don't want to hear." Right? Mobile, we don't might just not pick up. Or if in TV somebody is shouting, we just mute. But how to mute our own mind? How to mute that inner voice which keeps on coming back? The same thing that you will do to a physical person in front of you. Learn to say stop loudly in your mind. Remember, mind listens to whatever you say. If you say I'm amazing, mind will believe that. And if you say I'm good for nothing, mind will even believe that. So be very careful about what you say to your mind. It is something like jinn. Be very particular about what you want to say to your mind, because the mind is going to accept that and behave, or make your physical body also behave in that same way. Instead of counting how many times you were failed or how many times you have not got something in your life, try to make a list of things which are positive in your life. Oh wow, I got this new morning. I woke up in the morning. I could smell fresh food today. I've got so many caring friends. So make that list and keep on remembering that yes, I am awesome. I have got such awesome people around me. Gratitude, we all know. Thank you. Or showing gratitude is so important. But do we do that? Do we show gratitude? For example, everywhere, wherever you go, you will find a box of complaints. Have you ever seen anywhere a box of gratitude? No. We don't even write on those diary or those books if any place it is written, because we look for pointing out the complaints. We don't like writing all those things. Those are only for your Instagram post to show. So show some gratitude. It's really good for your mind to say thank you all the time. And just not saying thank you for the sake of it, but feeling. And the most important, step outside your comfort zone. Don't get used to staying with that negative mind of yours. Try to come out of that comfort zone. And the last one, as we were talking about monkey mind, so what better technique than bananas? Yes, again, something that you can remember, again, something that you can connect. So, taming your monkey mind, what you need? Bananas. So, be compassionate. Again, here, same thing like the meaning or the perception that we have about three monkeys. Be compassionate to your own self, to your own mind. Be loving to your own mind. Here I remember a dialogue which one should believe in, which is from Jab We Met. मैं खुद की favorite हूँ. Try to show some love to your own self and your own mind. Journaling practice, write down whatever is there. Give yourself that 10 minutes in the morning. Whatever problems you have, make a contract with your mind. This is the 10 minutes. I'm going to write down whatever I want right now. Don't bother me later. Be very stern. Notice 5 things, 5 positive things around you. Maybe 5 things that you can see, 5 things that you can hear, 5 things you are able to eat or you are able to smell using your 5 senses, which we don't use again. The only one sense that we believe is our eyes. Try to use your other 5 senses or other 4 senses as well. Introduce activity to calm your mind. That is M2M, that is mindfulness to meditation. Definitely, meditation is not possible for everyone, but again, that's a myth. Meditation, you can have a guided meditation, even for 10 minutes, it's enough. You don't have to sit for hours. Just get some music and you get to the guided meditation, and it works. Or the habit of being mindful. Be at the present moment and enjoy what you are doing, which includes mindful eating, being mindfully present for anything, not with something or 3 things. Multitasking is not good. Be at one time and do only one thing at a time. Next, check your negative self-talk pattern. What is, because it's a habit. Negative self-talk is a habit and you need to break that habit. It takes time. Any habit can be formed. It takes around 7 days to 21 days, but try hard and you will break that habit. But before that, you need to understand what are the things which gets you to that negative pattern. Understand your pattern. What are the things, actual things? Again, here, acknowledge those things. Understand your pattern and then break that habit. Again, the same thing, acknowledge what is happening in your mind, which is also a part of negative self-talk pattern. Acknowledge and accept what kind of pattern you are developing. Accept that and then try to break that negative habit. And the last, surprise yourself. Do some hobby, take part in some dance, do something. Suddenly just you are feeling this thing, just get up and start singing, start dancing. Surprise yourself with something different, and then you will see the magic happening. That is a peaceful mind. And a peaceful mind will allow you to store more thoughts in your unconscious mind and giving you peaceful sleep as well, and not suffering from revenge bedtime procrastination. With this, thank you. And if you have any questions,
Thank you so much, ma'am. And yes, we have a lot of questions. Would you like to take them all one by one?
yeah,
Okay.
sure.
So there's this question which I don't understand, but I think you'll understand much better. Is that what are the five mental fluctuations yoga, and how do you handle fluctuating emotions? I mean, does that question make sense, or would you like to take it?
Not much. I have not definitely heard about much about that. But as
Okay,
far as I can means think about it. See, emotions also keeps on fluctuating. For
absolutely,
example, there are suddenly we are feeling happy one moment, and nothing is permanent, right?
absolutely.
So it keeps on fluctuating. It fluctuating depends on many things, right from your mood to what you're doing, whether you're
Mhm.
doing it properly or not. That affects, or even your environment sometimes. What
Okay,
kind of
okay.
environment you are in, what kind of energies you're surrounded. For example,
Mhm.
during COVID, people were talking so much negative that everybody was feeling, "Are mujhe COVID to nahi ho gaya." They were checking their temperatures again and again. So these
Yeah.
are the emotions that she might be talking, but definitely she can contact me and then we can discuss it further.
Great, ma'am. Do you have a slide or something where we can, have your contact details as well? If you'd like to, showcase that for 1 minute, just in case someone wants to take a
Uh,
screenshot of your contact details. Or if you want, I
I
can.
don't.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I
You
can.
can put my, yeah, yeah. I am
Okay.
there
Can I?
on Facebook as well, so you can give my details there and my number as well.
Would you like to give your email? I think that would be much better.
Yeah, it is Smita Ghosh 19, SMITA
Okay.
GHOSH
Mm-hmm.
19 @gmail.com.
That's perfect, ma'am. Okay, I've put your email just in case someone wants to, delve more in detail about these topics. They can contact you. Another
Yes,
question is,
definitely.
so you mentioned, revenge procrastination. So I think in that
Yes.
context, someone wants to ask what procrastination exactly means, and I think I'd love that
Okay,
answer because
okay,
I procrastinate a lot. So I would like to hear, a textbook definition as
okay,
to, and
okay.
also just one more question. If you would like to,
Mm-hmm.
highlight how to avoid procrastination altogether, I think that would be a more
Okay,
comprehensive answer.
okay, okay. Procrastination means when you delay something. You
Yes, ma'am.
want to do something, आज नहीं कल कर लेंगे. So that is the simple meaning of procrastination. Now, revenge bedtime procrastination means it's a time for sleep. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
knows each human being, we need 7 to 8 hours of sleep, even adults.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
again a wrong कि 5 घंटा enough है. 7 hours we need, right? But we delay that sleep, even
Yes, ma'am.
knowing that it is harmful. And what we do, we use this.
Phone.
It's me time. I have worked so hard. I have studied so hard. Now I need time with myself. And what is that me time?
Phone.
Watching Netflix, फ्री में मिला है यूज करे,
Yes, ma'am.
इंस्टाग्राम में
Also.
मैसेज करे और फेसबुक में मैसेज करे. So what we are doing is we are having that revenge on our bedtime.
Yes, ma'am. Good
right?
point.
So the bedtime, our sleep times are procrastinated. Abhi nahi, baad mein soyenge because this is my me time. So you sacrifice those hours. And as we know, the more we spend time with this blue light before sleeping, the further it is delayed, our sleep time. And in
Absolutely.
general, procrastination is a habit when we don't want to accept that. What
Okay.
are the things you procrastinate which you don't want to accept?
Yes, ma'am.
अगर आप किसी बच्चे का देखोगे, आप किस चीज को प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट करते हो? जो सब्जेक्ट उसको पसंद नहीं है, या खाने के टेबल पे एक आइटम रहेगा जो आप लास्ट में खाओगे, दैट इज अगेन अ सिंपल साइन ऑफ प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन. अरे नहीं, वो नहीं पसंद, वो बाद में खाएंगे, राइट? So we have a habit of putting something for later. So that habit is called procrastination. First of all, you need to understand what are those reasons. For example, अगर revenge bedtime है, अगर आपको लग रहा है कि सारे दिन में you have not got time for yourself, give yourself 20 minutes or 30 minutes every day where you are only with yourself, not with the third person. This is also a third person. Spend time with your own self. Do something that you like. If you have a hobby, pursue that.
Absolutely.
Nothing else, just close. We can't do that because we are scared. क्या thoughts आ जाएंगे mind में? And then we name it as a procrastination thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful, ma'am. Thank you for taking that answer, because it's a very personal question for me also. I'm also always looking for
Okay.
tips to avoid procrastination. And thank you for taking the answer questions posed by the audience over here. And thank you once again for your very informative
Yeah.
presentation. And I'm sure that everyone who's watching and who will eventually watch, especially the teachers, I think, will definitely take away something from, your presentation, where you mentioned activities that teachers can do, actionable tips that they can
Yes.
take in classrooms to make students feel psychologically safe in the sense. Once
Exactly.
again, ma'am,
Exactly.
thank you so much for joining us, and I hope
Thank
to
you.
see you again. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Yeah.